Welcome, racers and race fans, to the first day of racing here at Howelsen Hill for the Race to the Cup. Will be underway in just a few minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've
One on
got
each side. Thank you.
4 runners getting ready to go up top. We're going to be underway here in just a minute. Qualification round here in the Race to the Cup NorAm level parallel giant slalom snowboarding here at Howelsen Hill. Pair of 4 runners to kick things off for us, and then we'll be underway in the qualification round. First riders dropping in, they're on course. There are 4 runners. Checking things out, Howelsen Hill, one of the steepest, definitely the steepest, most challenging hill on the NorAm circuit. Beautiful day here at Howelsen Hill. Couldn't be any better for racing today. Snow conditions perfect, visibility perfect. Thank you to our 4 runners.
All right, you got a clear course. Give me the numbers. Random.
And our first pair is on course. Trying to figure out who we've got.
Copy.
In our qualification round, 2 runs for these athletes to get seeded into the final rounds. Kelsey and Madison, Stevenson and Zube.
Who's in the gate?
So Kelsey, Stevenson, Madison, Zude getting us kicked off here.
Copy. 78. Or 98. Yeah, 78. Yep. All right, you can send the next heat.
Working to get connected here so that we can know what's going on here for the race and let you know.
All right, who's in the gate?
Our next pair on course.
Copy. Stand by.
We'll get you info as soon as we can get it.
That's fine. This is good.
On goes the rider on the blue course.
Send the next heat.
Next pair on course.
What you got? Copy. Stand by. Told you to get a start list. Yep. Copy. Stand by. Send the next heat. just like Breckenridge. Headsets. No radios. Yeah. What you got in the 8? Copy, stand by. Send the next heat. Yeah, you can go with the 7172. I changed the stuff in my. There's only one 900 number that I don't know, and we'll get to that in a minute. Copy. Set. Send the next heat. All right, you should just have one left. 76. Copy, stand by. I gotta switch files. So if you want to send a slip, that'll be fine. Send the next sheet.
Our final rider now on course,
Send the next
leaving the
sheet.
start for the women's first qualification run. Sorry, we don't have any data for you. Our screen is not up.
Yeah.
We will try to get that rectified as soon as possible.
She didn't know what to do. It's no blue. That was good. All right, yeah. Send a slip. Do a little maintenance. It's just gonna take me just a minute to switch files. Yeah. She's doing good. Tell her she's doing good. Copy.
All right, the men's qualification runs are getting started. We're still
Hold on,
shooting in the
start,
dark.
stop, start,
Apologize.
I forgot. I gotta switch the standby.
Won't have racer information for you. We're trying to get that resolved. Don't know what's going on up here. We are getting times for all the competitors. I just can't see the screen, who's on course, or what the times are. We're trying to figure that out.
$38 red, $39 blue. You may send.
Our first pair is on course. I need start lists, and I need my laptop out of my backpack in my office. I can say that this first run race course, or today's course set by Tato Remelink, is running beautifully.
Who's in the gate?
Got Nathan DeVito and Luke Hune approaching the finish.
No. You're fine. Send the next heat.
Next pair up top should be Rowan Hanahan and Zachary DeBeller.
You got in the gate. Copy, stand by.
Rowan and Zachary, good pair, making their way towards the bottom.
Send the next heat.
That was a great qualification run. Next pair out of the start should be Landon DeVito and Clark Della Silva.
You got in the gate. Copy, stand by. There's nobody to put it back on. We'll just keep going. Send the next heat.
Great pairing. This is boding well for some great races as we get into the bracketed rounds. Emilio Botero
74.
and Cole Thompson should be our next pair. On course right now.
Yeah. Excellent. Stand by. And who's the one behind on blue? That's the one I don't know. Is he wearing a bib that says something other than 998? Send the next heat.
This pair should be the Frost brothers. Mitchell Frost on the red course, Alexander Frost on
of
blue.
all the replacements, except for the person that's on the blue course. Thank you. $7-0 red, 8-5 blue. Send the next heat.
Should be our final pair.
Okay, send your slip.
Frantisek Vacek on the red course, Dylan
Tuttle
Tuttle on blue.
interference on red, but he didn't stop, so.
All right, well, our riders are through. That's run number 1. We'll slip in, we'll get them back up there and get started on run number 2. They're on course.
All right, what do you got?
Marley Anderson and Brioni Wakuli. Riding down the hill at us, it'd be Brioni on the red course and Marley on blue. They switch sides, John?
Yes, he did. Then the next heat.
Stop. On the red course, Madison Zude. On the blue course, Kelsey Stevenson.
What do you got? Excellent. Stand by.
Some opposite tactical approaches here as Kelsey rides the low line and Madison rides the high line.
You're doing fine, doing fine. That's looking good. So the next heat.
Next up, Sydney Wilson on red, Mika Kazuka on blue.
So what do you got now? Is 5 wearing 5? Okay. 5 blue, 2 red, 86. This is correct. Okay, thank you. Numbers stored up in brackets. 2 red, 86 blue, you may send.
pair, we should have Olivia Strupp and Lynn Ott. Lynn on the blue course, Olivia on red.
Perfect. Who's in the gate? Cappy. You may sand.
Pair should be Akina Kazuka on the red course, Kennedy Wiedmeyer
What do you got?
on blue.
Perfect. Send the next heat.
Next pair, Natalia dos Reis Monteiro on red. Counter on the blue course.
Yeah, that's right. 7-2. In the rojo. Send the next heat.
Next pair, we're expecting Riley Wolkowinski on the red course and Cannon Duradur on blue.
What do you got? Cappy. Stand by. Send the next heat.
Wrapping things up, here comes Gracie Byron on the blue course. Running solo. 15 racers in the women's field, 14 in the men's today. Gracie on her second qualification run. We're still working to get data here for you, times and so forth.
Yeah, you can send your slip if you got one. I'm switching files.
Gracie's through. We're going to switch over to the men. Getting away with it momentarily. Chance for the athletes up top to put a slip on the course.
Water always works.
got our
happy.
first pair of
He
men
said.
getting ready to go. It should be Pax Galis on the red course, Abe Cronkite on the blue.
Yep.
Guys fighting for seeds unofficially. Look like Pax sitting in about 12th position. After the first run, Abe about 9th. They are now on course.
What do you got?
Again, Pax on the red course. Abe is on blue this time round. Luke Hune and Nathan DeVito will be next up. That's Abe crossing.
Send the next sheet.
34.90 and 34.79 his times. Luke Hugh, Nathan DeVito, our next pair. Here they come. It's going to be Luke riding on the red course, DeVito on the blue.
What do you got?
Luke, our top rider, fastest time in the first qualification run.
Copy, stand by.
DeVito, fourth fastest in that first qualification run.
Send the next sheet.
Luke continues to be fast. He's across. 28.62. Our next pair is on course. That's going to be Zachary DeBeller and Rowan Hounahan.
Copy, stand by.
DeVito's time 34.92 on that run. Rowan's riding the blue course. Zachary riding red.
Send the next sheet.
Across the finish. Rowan's times 34.18 and 33.18 and 34.03.
What do you got?
Zachary's times 33.24 and 34.09. Up on course right now, it's Emilio Botero. Emilio riding on the blue course this time. Clark De Silva on red. Emilio, the second fastest in the first qualification run, so looking for fast riding from him on the blue course this time round. Clark trying to stay in touch on the red side.
Send the next sheet. Oh, that you got 3-1 and 3-0. What do you got in the gate? Yes. The next sheet. Send them.
I was jumping ahead
Now
here.
the next is 74-77.
Here's Emilio Botero and
7-4
Cole
right?
Thompson. That was Landon DeVito.
Stand by.
Across Landon's times 33.11 and 33.28. Clark's times 33.54 and 35.93. So here's Botero on the blue course, Cole Thompson on red.
Send the
Nope,
next sheet.
I had that opposite. We're going to get things figured out here. The qualification runs are some practice training for these riders. Everybody's going to get into the next round. It's just a matter of seeding. It's also us trying to figure out here. We do not have our normal displays, trying to figure out who's on course. Very confusing. We're doing our best. Mitchell Frost and Alexander Frost on course. Alexander on red, Mitchell on blue. Good news is nothing here is confusing for our timer. We just don't have access to his info.
Huh?
So everything good in the books, just the announcer's struggling.
Send the next
Riders
sheet.
aren't. Pairing Frost crosses, Alexander with a 35.93 and a 35.71. Mitchell with a 36.54 and a 35.45. Our final pair now on course. This is Dylan Tuttle and František Vacek. František is on the blue course, and Dylan is on red.
Alex, you wanted all athletes to slip, correct? And after the final men's pair, have all athletes head back up to slip.
All right, that wraps up qualification through the finish.
All right, everyone's finished with 2 runs, building brackets.
Dylan with times of 36.46 and 38.60. With a time of 34.95 and 34.91.
All riders have taken their qualification runs. Qualification course is closed. I'm building
So all our riders are through the qualification run. The final rounds will begin at 1 o'clock. I'll have a re-inspection here momentarily for the riders, a chance to update the courses, try to make each course as even as possible.
Nothing at the start.
Looks like Tato did a pretty nice job. We will be back at 1 o'clock for the first round in our finals.
Yep, you don't bring one up. Hey, Joe, what do you have for the knockout round starting?
We would like to thank our gold level support partners for helping us pull off these Race of the Cup events here at the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you to our gold support partners, starting with the City of Steamboat Springs, our home, Ski Town, USA, and home to Howelsen Hill, the oldest continually operating ski area in North America. Thank you to Cloud9 Integrated Systems, an exceptional experience, full service residential custom electronics design and integration company. Team, technology, together. Thank you to Colorado Event Rentals planning and hospitality services. Thank you also to Conroy Moving and Storage, serving Steamboat Springs since 1977, a trusted leader in the moving and storage industry. Thank you to Native Excavating, Yampa Valley's choice for quality excavation since 1981. Thank you to Slifer, Smith, and Frampton, a pillar of Colorado's resort communities for over 60 years and the leading independent brokerage firm in Colorado. Thank you to Smart Wool, started in Steamboat Springs with the belief that toes didn't have to be cold. Thank you to Steamboat Radio, KBCR 96.9 Watt, KTYV Sports on FM 105.7, KEZZ, Easy 94.1, and KKSB The River at 98.9, your local news and entertainment source. Thank you to the Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation for supporting the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club with $50,000 annually for scholarships, as well as the great support with the training venues on the hill at Steamboat Resort. Thank you also to Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, here to keep you out there partnering for world-class care locally. Thank you to Twin Enviro Apex Waste Solutions, serving Steamboat with a variety of waste transportation, waste disposal, and recycling services. Thank you to UC Health, who reminds you to live extraordinary. And finally, thank you to SBNY, bringing a unique blend of fashion and philanthropy to Steamboat. Thank you to all of our gold annual support partners. Okay, that wraps up our qualification rounds. We're putting the athletes into brackets for the final rounds that will kick off at 1 p.m.
Alex DeKelly.
So don't go far. We'll be back here live at 1 p.m.
Squeeze.
The Winter Sports Club is amazing. It is multi-sports, and it's the only club in the entire country that has as many winter sports as we're able to provide.
I feel like when you ask our kids about their life in Steamboat, their first thing they'll say is, we grew up in the Winter Sports Club.
It's sort of like a second family for me.
The Winter Sports Club, I think, was my upbringing.
I think Howelsen and the Winter Sports Club is one of the best places in the world.
It was almost another parent to me. We spent every opportunity we had down at the Winter Sports Club and enjoyed every minute of it.
Coming here after school and being with your friends and your coaches, it's just an awesome experience.
Almost every huge lesson or experience or great moment that has changed them has happened through the Winter Sports Club.
You know, their notion of creating champions on and off the mountain really resonates with me, and I just think it's an incredible opportunity for the boys to be part of that.
There you go.
Every coach that I've ever worked with, you know, here at Winter Sports Club or see coaches on hill with these kids, from skiing to cross country to jumping to snowboarding coaches, every single one of them brings a large amount of passion and dedication to this sport.
And the culture that they become a part of, again, changes them. And whether or not they're winning or whether or not they want to be an Olympian, they can be the best version of themselves.
We're so fortunate in this town to have so many amazing people help raise these kids.
There's something to be said about growing up in a competitive environment and having the mentors that the SSWSC provided. And you know, I certainly don't think that I would have grown up to be the person that I am today without their influence on my life.
It's so unique and so special. And having seen great places in the world, there's nothing like this.
Really, the Winter Sports Club is appropriate for all kids. Every single kid can benefit from the Winter Sports Club.
Expecting we'll be underway here in just a little bit. Kennedy Widmeyer, our top qualifier. We're going to solo run.
So Peter,
The rest of our athletes are all bracketed together.
Yeah, I'll start lining them up.
Just a few minutes. From the top, looking down into downtown Steamboat Springs, perfect day here for parallel giant slalom racing. Great vantage point as the racers get prepared for the round of 16. All of our athletes
men
into that
1.12,
final round.
women 1.26.
Thank you.
Just working on getting everything all loaded up. We'll be back with you shortly. While we're getting things ready up there, we'd like to thank one more time our gold level support partners here at the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Big shout out to the city of Steamboat Springs, our hosts today here. Howelsen Hill. Howelsen Hill, the greatest city park in all of North America. Thank you to Cloud9 Integrated Systems, Colorado Event Rentals, Conroy Moving and Storage, Native Excavating, Slifer, Smith and Frampton, Smartwool, Steamboat Radio, Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, Twin Enviro Apex Way Solutions, UC Health, and SBNY, our gold level support partners. A big thank you to all these fine organizations. We've got a clear course. We've got our forerunners in the start. We are getting ready to go for our final rounds here of today's first day of Race to the Cup NorAm Parallel Giant Slalom Snowboard Racing action on the slopes of Howelsen Hill. Our forerunners in the start, getting ready to go. Command up there, we'll have one set of forerunners. Kennedy Widmeyer, our top qualifier, she's already safely through into the quarterfinal as our forerunners push on course. Little get together, a little meeting conference in the middle of the course for the two forerunners. Now they're back in action.
just run as they go through.
More runners through the finish.
Bib 3, you may send.
All right, Kennedy Widmeyer is going to run solo. Already safely through the quarterfinal round, but this is a good opportunity for Kennedy to get a feel for the track. Make sure that she is up to race speed and prepared for the quarterfinal round, where she will be paired against a competitor. Somebody from the next pairing that's about to go. One of the nice things about having the advantage, really steep in that section where Kennedy laid over a little too far. Down. But this is all just for practice, all for show. Glorified inspection for Widmeyer. But now it counts. We've got Marley Anderson and Kelsey Stevenson lined up in the start. And here they come.
Okay, what do you got?
Stevenson and Wilson on course. Looks like Stevenson on the 1.26, the maximum differential based on the qualification runs. And across the line they come.
Should be. Oh, that was close.
Close race, keeping us all in suspense here.
Blue course. It's a tie. Yeah, but it was so close. So hang on, we'll keep moving here and make sure that
I was neck and neck. The blue course came across first, but within the limits of a virtual tie.
Okay, what do you got? 12 red, 15 blue. Send the next heat.
Mia Chowner on the red course, Sydney Wilson on the blue course. Getting ready to go. Here they come. Sydney Wilson has got the advantage on the blue side right now by about a gate. Chowner trying to stay in touch. Wilson riding strong across the line. Looks like that's going to be a max differential finish. 1.26 advantage for Wilson as our next pair now. On course, the Cannon Deirdor on the blue course and Brioni Wakuli on red. They're on course.
that.
Brioni on that red course was the 4th seeded qualifier. Cannon, the 13th qualifier. Brioni is riding that advantage by about a gate onto the lower section. Wakuli with a good clean run looks back. See, she's got max differential of 1.26. As they switch courses, get ready to do it again. It's going to be Akina Kazuka and Gracie Byron, our next pair. Kazuka will be riding on blue. Byron riding on the red course. Kazuka, the 3rd qualifier. Byron, our 14th qualifier. So not a surprise to see Kazuka out in front at the moment. About a gate and a half ahead. Just looking to lay down a clean run. Get the tempo, get things figured out. Sure there are no mistakes, and a very nice run for Kazuka. She will cross with max differential.
And the next sheet.
1.26, the maximum time advantage. Riley Walkowinski and Olivia Strupp will be our next pair. Olivia on the red course, Riley on blue. Here they come. Oh, in trouble right away up there on the red course for Strupp. She's going to have to hope for an error from Walkowinski down here.
If you got people to fix stuff, fix it, but if you don't,
Walkowinski walking away with it. Down on the lower section, carving some nice turns. From the 11th seed position, this is a great advantage for her. She'll take the 1.26 seconds with her into the second run as they switch sides. It's a tough break up there for Olivia, right at the steepest part of the hill, so tough. She's going to have to really throw one down on the blue course.
and the next sheet.
She's got 1.26 seconds to make up. Our next pair will be Lynn Ott and Madison Zude. Madison on the red course, Lynn on blue. And here comes our next pair. Two veteran riders of this hill, Lynn Ott on the blue course. Long-time staple in parallel giant slalom snowboard racing.
She was racing at the race that I met my wife at in 2001. She actually was on the podium. I think she got 3rd that day.
All right, through the finish they come.
1.25.
1.25, the advantage for Ott, just 1/100th of a second inside of the max
And
differential.
last heat,
So good job by Zude. That you never know,
red,
that
8 blue.
difference could be pivotal. 1/100th of a second. So our next pair gets ready to go up top. It's Natalia Dos Reis Monteiro on blue, Mika Kazuka on red. Here they come. Kazuka, the 2nd seeded racer in the qualifier. No surprise to see her out in front down here at the halfway point. So difficult on that rider's left-hand side, so steep in that section. As we see Dos Reis Monteiro having trouble up above and abandoning at this
Okay,
point.
She lose by 1.26.
This is a 1.26 advantage that Kazuka will take with her into run number 2. All of our finals heats will be 2-run finals. The bend in the course here necessitates that. Although Tato Remelink, our course setter, the master at making both sides even.
Okay, switching files.
So we'll switch up and go to the men.
Queen solo, you can send him. Red by himself. Queen, red by himself.
All right, we're gonna have a solo rider for our first heat. Luke Hune, our top qualifier, already safely through into the
Okay.
round of 8.
What do you got? Send him.
Alex and Max, do you copy? Where you at? Up top.
Still 37, 38, right? Okay.
Like Luke's gonna take a break. We're gonna have Abe Cronkite and Clark Della Silva. They're on course. This is our 8th and 9th seeded riders. Little trouble right out of the gate for Cronkite on that blue course, but quickly back up and some trouble on the red for Della Silva. So steep up on that opening section. As they shake it out through the saddle, looks like Cronkite with about a half gate lead on the blue side. Della Silva looking to close the gap on red. Here they come to the finish. And it's going to be the blue course, Cronkite, 0.27.
Send him.
They'll have 0.27 to work with as they switch sides, and we look for our next pair. It's going to be Nathan DeVito, Mitchell Frost. DeVito will be riding on the blue course, Frost on red. Here they come.
Next pair.
Saddle section now on the blue side, DeVito with the advantage. Frost trying to keep it close, but DeVito really solid down here on the lower section, laying the board over nicely, carving some nice turns. Looks like it's going to be max differential of 1.12 on the men's side for DeVito.
Send the next heat.
Next pair at the top.
If you can hear me. See the athletes in soft boots, Alex and Mitch Cross and Dylan Tuttle, they're border cross athletes.
Max Drogelis on the blue course, Landon DeVito on the red course. Good even start up there for these two riders. Neck and neck down the first pitch through the saddle as the course bends onto the lower part of the Howelsen Hill face. The red course starting to emerge. That's Landon DeVito. Drogelis staying right on his tail. DeVito keeping it about a half gate as he approaches the finish. Landon DeVito reaching across the line, and it's going to be a max differential 1.12. DeVito will carry forward with him. Next pair already on course. Dylan Tuttle, Cole Thompson. Cole on blue and Dylan on red. Cole riding nicely. Good round turns. Keeping it clean, making sure there's no mistakes. Thompson, our third qualifier, will advance with a full differential
Send the next heat.
of 1.12 seconds. For Cole. Next pair, Alexander Frost and Rowan Hannigan. Here they come. Hannigan riding on the red course. Frost on blue. And again, really getting some good elevation there on the red course. It allowed Frost to catch up for a moment, but now Hannigan's turning on the jets because he was able to lay those turns over clean onto the lower part of the course. Frost keeping it close, about a half gate, but here comes Hannigan towards the line on the red side. He's going to cross first. 0.73, the advantage for Hannigan. Next pair up. And on course, on blue, you're watching Zachary DeBeeler. And on the red course, František Vacek. DeBeeler on the blue course.
You're doing fine. We're all good.
Holding on to about a 2-gate advantage over Vacek.
Brilliant about it.
As they approach the bottom section, Vacek knows he's outside of the limit. 1.12 advantage for Zachary as he moves into run number 2.
There's one panel down on the blue course. If someone can fix that as they flip.
Okay. Switching back to the limit.
So that'll wrap up the men's first run. Hune and Botero
I got to switch.
already safely through the quarterfinal.
Take me very long.
Brackets empty. So we'll go back and pick up the women.
Dan, you're handwriting stuff in. Well, I'll tell you who advances. All right, I'm ready to go for women.
Timing is clear for run number 2 of the round of 16 for the women.
Bennett.
All right, we've got a rider on. That's Kennedy Wiedmeyer. She's running solo, but getting some training laps. Trying to get a feel for the course as the speeds will accelerate as we approach our final rounds. So good clean ride for Wiedmeyer. She'll get ready for the quarterfinal. She's going to be paired up in the quarterfinal with the winner of this next pairing, and they were a dead heat in that first run. So this will be the decider between Anderson and Stevenson.
2 1,000ths was the difference.
2 1,000ths the difference from that first run. They've switched sides now, and it's Stevenson on blue, Anderson on red. Pretty even at the saddle. Here again, what a great pairing this is. It all comes down to this run. Stevenson on that blue course, maybe a slight lead. Is there a few gates to go? But getting a little bit low before the flats. Anderson maintaining the high line. Here they come to the finish. And it will be the blue crossing for Stevenson.
Advance, 78 advance.
Will advance, bib number 78, Kelsey Stevenson, advancing into the quarterfinal.
Send the next heat.
Back to the top for heat number 3. This is Sydney Wilson, Mia Chowner. Chowner on blue, Wilson on red. Here they come. Enjoying a full differential advantage of 1.2 seconds after the first run. She's your rider on the red course. Chowner's going to need something special on the blue side, or perhaps a mistake from Wilson, but Wilson riding clean, looking strong on the red course. She's out ahead, so clear view ahead of her. Chowner trying to keep it close as they cross the finish.
Start, stop. I got something missing. Stand by.
It'll be Wilson advancing.
So, blue, Wilson advance, 15 advance. That's correct. I don't know what times I'm coming in though. So, I'm not seeing. 3 minutes.
Just on a brief course hold as we await the run of Cannon Deirdor and Brioni Wakuli, our next pair up top. So far, Kennedy Widmeyer, Kelsey Stevenson, and Sydney Wilson all have punched their tickets into the quarterfinal round. We've got 5 more spots. Pairing, it will be one of these next 2 riders, Wakuli with the 1.26 second advantage after the first run. So we'll be back in just a moment with the next
I'm back, but
round.
yeah, where are we? 15 advance.
Sounds like timing is
Okay,
all
we got
ready to
9
roll.
71.
Wakuli and Deirdor getting ready to go in the start. Wakuli on the blue course,
Blue, 71,
Deirdor
90%.
on red.
Yep, you're fine. I'll tell you that in a minute. just let you keep going for now. You may send.
Here they come. Next pairing is on course. Oh, trouble immediately out of the gate on that red course. That's Cannon. Tough break for her. She's really pushing the limit right out of the start. She knew she had a full 1.26 to try to gain on Wakuli, which is a really tall order. Got herself a little bit out of sorts up there. Looks like Wakuli's going to be able to walk it into the quarterfinal round. Brioni Wakuli safely on through.
9 advance.
Cannon doing a nice job putting it through the finish, but unfortunately that's going to be the end of her day. As Akina Kazuka and Gracie Byron get ready to go next. Gracie on the blue course and Kazuka on the red course. Kazuka with a full 1.26 second advantage after run number 1. She pushes out quickly from the start. Advantage there is that they've got clean sight lines ahead. They don't have to deal with the snow spray from the other rider on the other course. Kazuka, with the quick start, able to have a smooth, clear course ahead of her. Gracie Byron doing her best to keep up.
7 is going to advance. 7 will
But
advance.
tall order as Akina Kazuka. Just too solid, perfect. Great riding from Kazuka. Kazuka will move through into the quarterfinal round. Next pair in the start, Riley Wolkowinski and Olivia Strupp. Wolkowinski looking to link another run together. She has the full advantage after that first run. Take by Strupp. Wolkowinski on the red course this time. Strupp is on blue. Strupp really needs to pour it on. She's got the advantage, but she's got to make up 1.26. Can she get the work done down here with a few clean turns? Wolkowinski keeping it close. Strupp has got the lead right now as she reaches to the line. And Strupp across.
Strupp wins.
Strupp wins and moves on by having the full advantage. 1.26 that run, which moves her into the next heat. That was close. Wolkowinski doing her best. But Strupp did what she needed to do. Now we've got Madison Zuday and Lynn Ott in the start. Lynn will be riding the red course. And Madison on blue. Ott with a 1.25 second advantage.
4 blue, 8 red.
So neck and neck, Zuday maybe a slight advantage on that blue course, but again, 1.25 is what she has to do to make it up. Can she do it though?
Yeah, she's
Good clean riding down here at the bottom, and Lynn getting a little bit low, and Lynn off track. Zuday through to see another day in another round.
Send last heat.
Zuday advancing to the quarterfinal.
Send last heat.
Now our final pair, Natalia Dos Reis Monteiro. She'll be riding on the red course. Mika Kazuka will be riding on blue. It's like a solo ride for Kazuka. Dos Reis Monteiro had trouble in that first run, so it's a practice round for Mika Kazuka.
Ten. Yes.
Mika Kazuka will be our 8th rider into the quarterfinals. So our quarterfinal pairings look like Kennedy Widmeyer and Kelsey Stevenson. Be Sydney Wilson riding against Brioni Wakuli. Akina Kazuka will ride against Olivia Strupp, and Madison Zuday will ride against Mika Kazuka. Into the quarterfinal round as we turn the page to the men.
So they should load up just like you look it. And let's see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we could go with 3 red, 78 blue for that one. Yes. Okay, let me just switch to the men. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Stand by.
Men are getting stacked up there in the start, ready to go. Two
Okay,
riders all the
so
way
run
already
2. Give it
through.
to me.
Hune,
Reset.
Emilio Botero, already safely into the quarterfinal round. First pair that will count, Abe Cronkite, Clark Da Silva. Here they come. Cronkite with a .27 advantage from run number 1. Cronkite riding the red course, Da Silva riding blue. Da Silva, pretty nifty turns through the saddle section, moving himself out in front. Cronkite with just a quarter-second cushion is going to need to reel some back on the red side. Da Silva on the blue course, stretching this lead out. And Da Silva through the finish. Da Silva max differential on that run. Da Silva advances.
Yep. Send the next heat. 7-7 blue, 34 red. You may send.
Next pair up there in the start, Nathan DeVito, Mitchell Frost. Tall order for Frost on the soft boots to keep pace with DeVito in the hard shells, especially on a hill like Howelsen Hill.
Gappy.
All right, here come the riders dropping in. The one thing that Frost should have to his advantage is anticipating that start cadence and getting out quick. But right now, it's DeVito on the red side holding the advantage. He's got a full 1.12 to play with. As Frost tries to keep it close on the blue and see if DeVito's going to make a mistake. But DeVito, calm, cool, collected to the line. DeVito safely on to the next round. So back to the start we go. Next pair, Dax Gregelis and Landon DeVito. DeVito had the full 1.12 advantage after run number 1. DeVito will be riding on the blue side. Pax on the red. Pax out quicker this time, but running low. The air spraying all the snow in DeVito's face. And that's the advantage of getting out of the start early. But Pax, the mistake right there in the saddle, and Landon just flies on by on that blue side. His only hope now is that the goggles are caked with snow after Pax gave him a few sprays, but Landon, smart riding, safely through. Kept it cool, calm, and collected for DeVito, and he's into the quarterfinal round. Cole Thompson, Dylan Tuttle. Next pairing, here they come. Cole's riding on the red.
No, 85 just went on blue.
Dylan on blue.
You got 74 on red. You got 40 on blue.
On trouble up there on the blue course, Tuttle. Going down momentarily, just at a point where Thompson had gone kind of wide. There was a window of opportunity, but Cole Thompson closed it quickly.
31 advance.
Cole Thompson on the red course is going to ride safely through, and Cole Thompson has punched his ticket into the quarterfinal round.
Send the
Up next, we've got Rowan Hannigan
70
and
blue,
Alexander Frost.
74 red, 40 blue is what you got.
So Rowan
74 is in the red course, right?
riding on
40
blue
is in
this
the blue
time.
course,
He's got a
right?
.73
Okay,
advantage. Frost be riding on red.
Next pair is going to be 35 red.
Here they
70
come.
blue.
Good even start up top. See Rowan dive in up there and get a little bit of advantage on the blue side. So Hannigan riding smooth and strong. Frost trying to keep it close, and he is, but Hannigan's got 3/4 of a second to play with, and Hannigan crosses first again.
Yep.
So Hannigan
In the final heat, 30 advances.
rides through. Our next pair already on course. It's Zachary DeBeeler and František Vacek. Trouble up there on the red course. That's Zachary with that lead. So now things are interesting. The red course had a full 1.12 seconds. But Vacek might just have done enough. I think he has. Vacek
Vacek advance.
will advance full differential.
70 advance. Stand by. I gotta finish this.
So riding into the quarterfinal round on the men's side will be Luke Hune racing Clark De Silva.
38, 37.
The DeVito boys will be going head-to-head, Nathan and Landon, in the quarterfinal round. I'm sure they wish they were meeting one round deeper, but that's the way it is. Cole Thompson and Rowan Hannigan will be the next pair, and then our final pair will be František Vacek against Emilio Botero.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Let's go.
All right, Kennedy Widmeyer and Kelsey Stevenson will be our first pair out of the gate. Quarterfinal round. Widmeyer on the red course, Stevenson on the blue course. Up there waiting on the starter's command. See Kelsey on that blue side, locked and loaded in the gate, pulling against start handles, waiting for that gate to drop.
Where's Darlene today?
Down at her parents'.
Huh?
Down at her parents' house.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, the gates have dropped. Here we go. We are underway. Quarterfinal round of racing action here at the Race of the Cup, and already out of the start. Getting way low on that blue course is Stevenson, but having trouble on the red side now. Really big problem. She got stuck on the wrong edge. That's Widmeyer.
She's going to take max. Widmeyer's going to take
So
max differential.
she goes out. We got Stevenson on blue, right?
Yep, Stevenson on blue. Stevenson will take max advantage.
So Stevenson, Kelsey riding through with a 1.26 advantage. Widmeyer's going to have a tall task ahead of her.
Send the next heat.
Run number 2. Our next pair on red, it'll be Sydney Wilson. On blue, Brioni Wakuli. And they're on course.
Copy, stand by.
That red course, so difficult in that section through the saddle. Wakuli on the blue side takes the advantage off the pitch onto this midsection where it starts to flatten out just a little bit, and going wide is Wilson. That opens up the door more for Wakuli, and Wakuli will walk on through again
1.26.
with a full 1.26 second advantage. Next pair, Akina Kazuka on red, Olivia Strupp on blue. Here they come. Good even race. Maybe a slight advantage on that red course for Kazuka, but still too close to call at this point. As some sharp turns on the blue side from Strupp puts her in great position. Across the line they come, and it's Strupp with the advantage by 0.20. Strupp. Her final 4 turns were absolutely phenomenal, moving her into the lead by 0.20. Final pair there on course, it's Zude and Kazuka. Madison Zude on the red course, Mika Kazuka on blue. Good even matchup through there. Oh, and down on the red course.
Almost took out blue.
Kazuka safely through the carnage as Zude getting pushed a little bit low. I was just about to talk about how difficult that red side is there. Those turns really steep. A little extra swing in those turns to try to even things out, considering that the right side has a little bit longer distance. And that is the money section. Mika was right on the money. She's going to take a full 1.26 advantage into the second run of the quarterfinal as we switch over to the men. So this will be our first chance to see Luke Hune in the finals. He'll be running the red course. He was our top seed coming out of the qualification round. Clark Da Silva, our 8th seed, racing him on the blue course side. So Clark Da Silva on blue, Luke Hune on red. They're on course. Hune, so nice and clean in that steep section up there on the red side. I feel the red side, if you can ski it clean. Hune doing a really nice job. Good balance over his edge. Riding really well. Chose not to take any runs in the round of 16. Fresh legs definitely helped him. Full 1.12 second advantage for Hune. Now it's the DeVito duel. Nathan will ride the red. Landon will ride the blue.
Okay.
All right, we see him locked and loaded right now. It's Nathan DeVito on the blue course. Landon DeVito on the red course. Here they come.
Copy, stand by.
Right here where things get tricky. We've seen leads change through that section. But the DeVitos neck and neck. Red course maybe getting a little bit of an advantage there. Nathan through some good clean turns in that saddle section. He really just accelerated himself towards the line, and it is going to be the red course.
0.08 differential, red. Red wins. DeVito wins by 0.08.
So it's going to be 0.08 for Nathan DeVito.
10. Yep.
What a great race. Cole Thompson on the red course. Rowan Hannigan on the blue course. They are on course. Heading our way. Hannigan looking to stay in touch. There's some trouble up there on the red course for Thompson.
This is good.
That opens the door for Hannigan. Has some good clean turns down here. Thompson's got it back. Making some good turns to regain that speed, but again, he bobbles a little bit and opens the door for Hannigan one more time. Across the line, it's going to be Cole Thompson by 0.31. Hannigan right in the mix. Next up, it's František Vacek and Emilio Botero. Vacek on red, Botero on blue. Botero did not have to race to get himself here into the quarterfinal round. On that blue course, showing the advantage those fresh legs are giving him. Carving some really nice turns and trouble up there for Vacek in the saddle section. So difficult on that red course side through that section. So Botero safely through with a full 1.12 second advantage. Vacek will flush that run out of his memory and take his chances on the blue side for run number 2 with a full 1.12 to try to make up. So we go back to the women now. And we'll switch sides with Kelsey Stevenson enjoying a 1.26 second advantage over Kennedy Widmeyer.
Yeah, timing's clear for the
Kennedy will switch over to the blue course. Stevenson will ride the red. Red course looks to me like it's the inside course, a little shorter distance from start to finish, but in the midsection there, a little bit bigger swing in the turns, and the hill's so steep in that part of the trail. That's where the blue course can take advantage. But if the rider on the red course rides that section cleanly, the acceleration they can get onto the lower pitch can take them through. So I think pretty even the sides. As you ride it clean.
Ready. Great, let's send them.
All right, our riders are in the gate. And here we go, we're underway. It's Stevenson on the red course and Widmeyer on the blue course. Good even start up top for the two riders. Widmeyer needs something special here on the blue course, or sorry, on the blue course for Widmeyer. Oh, and she just got a break as Stevenson goes down on the red side. Talked about that difficult section.
3 advance.
The crux point, if you will, of the course. Widmeyer able to safely make it into the semifinal.
Say your next sheet.
Tough break for Stevenson. Even though she had that advantage, she knew she had to ride well against Kennedy, a very skilled rider. Pushing the limits up there and unfortunately going out. Our next pair now, it's Wakuli and
So
Wilson.
Blue, 2 red.
Sydney Wilson riding the blue course as Wakuli rides red. Wakuli has a 1.2 second advantage. And Wakuli running into some trouble here on the red course. So we see Wilson take the advantage on the blue. Can she extend the advantage to the 1.26 that she'll need as they come to the line and across?
Wakuli wins.
Wakuli holding on, and
It was not enough of a gap. It was 0.85.
0.85 was the gap. Not enough for Wilson to overtake Wakuli, and Wakuli will advance into the semifinal.
Blue, 4 red.
Next pair is on course. We've got Kazuka and Strupp. Kina Kazuka on the blue course this time. Olivia Strupp on red. Olivia with a 0.20 second advantage. Kazuna out on that blue course needs to cross first. She needs to cross first by 2/10. Strupp keeping it close and exciting, but Kazuka good clean turns and Strupp getting thrown out of the course.
7.
The pressure too much. Kazuka did what she needed to do, and Akina Kazuka will ride another round into the semifinals for Kazuka.
We got an athlete down. She's not getting up. Do we have patrol at the start? Okay, let's send somebody to check on her.
Tough break there for Olivia.
She's down. She's not moving. Let's get somebody to look at her. All right, start and stop. Patrol is en route. Tell her that we got somebody coming down to help her. Did you?
She's making her way up. Good to see Olivia back up on her feet.
Okay, no patrol. She's getting up. She's definitely needs attention though. She's holding her arm, her shoulder. So let's get somebody down to look at her.
Tough break for Olivia there. Hope she's all right.
Tell her
that was a gutty ride. Olivia, we've got somebody coming down to take a look at you if you need.
That's fine. Okay, 10 blue, 4 red.
Madison Zude and Mika Kazuka, our next pair. Mika will be riding on the red course, Zude on blue. Kazuka with a 1.26 second advantage.
There's a panel down on red, about the 6th panel down in the shade.
Yeah, that's actually. Hold on. It's laying down. The long pole's laying down. Let's get a drill down there to fix it.
Do a little course repair here before we send Madison and Mika.
Apologize to the athletes. We'll give them a chance to get their head back in.
Shadows starting to stretch across
Okay,
Howelsen
we are
Hill.
clear. If the athletes are prepared, you may send.
Raising the challenge
All right, red panel's back in.
as we approach our final rounds. The course is now clear. We have Mika Kazuka on the red course, Madison Zude on blue. The riders are on course. Dropping onto the lower pitch now, the riders neck and neck. It's Kazuka on the red course. She's got a 1.26 second cushion. Just needs to keep Zude in touch. As they approach the lower section, it is Zude crossing first, but only by 0.57. She needed 1.26. That means that Mika Kazuka will advance to the quarterfinal round. So our semifinal brackets now coming out of the quarters. It'll be Kennedy Whitmire against Brioni Wakuli and Akina Kazuka against Mika Kazuka in the semifinal round. It's the men's turn now. Hune and Clark da Silva. At the top of the quarterfinal bracket, Hune with a 1.12 second advantage.
Oh, hang on a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. I thought this was Sammy's standby. No wonder I'm getting the wrong information. It'll just be a second. It's all right. Just keep them there. Stand by. Two. Yeah, so 28 red, or 28 blue, 37 red. Send it.
All right, we've got an all clear for our two riders, and they are on course. That gate is dropped. It's Luke Hune, Clark da Silva.
Right.
On
blue,
course da Silva.
red.
On red, Hune on blue. Hune flying out to an early lead. Again, clear vision, clear sailing so far for Luke. A few more clean turns, and he'll ride himself right into the semifinal.
He's looking for a personal spot next year.
And there he goes. It'll be Luke Hune, your first rider, into the semis.
28 advance in the next heat.
All right, next pair. This is going to be exciting. The DeVito boys, Nathan, Landon. Only 0.08 of a second separate the two. Here they come. It's going to be Landon riding on the red this time. Nathan on the blue. Nathan has 0.08 advantage. So keep an eye on that blue side, the 0.08 cushion. Barely perceptible to the eye as Landon has some trouble there on the red course.
And 31 blue, 40 red. You stand by.
Nathan holding on to that advantage. Landon, a little bit of a heavy edge right there, and that seals the deal.
34 advance.
It's going to be Nathan advancing.
And
So Nathan DeVito will take on Luke Hune in the
somebody here to
semifinal.
finish, go up and fix that red flag. He's going to fix a flag here.
Nady, just go up and stick that flag back in, please.
Maddie is wondering if somebody can grab that red panel down there.
So next pair will be Rowan Hannigan
All right.
and Cole Thompson. It was an exciting back and forth duel in the first run. Thompson with a .31 advantage. This time Thompson will ride the blue course while Hannigan rides the red. Here they come.
Okay, last pair should be 70 blue, 30 red. Stand by.
Brooks point for Hannigan. Good 3 clean turns through this section for him, gives him a chance. Thompson on the blue course, trying to keep it clean top to bottom this time. He's got about a half gate on Hannigan. Again, he had the 3.31 second advantage in Hannigan. Getting a little twisted up there in that section. He was giving it his all.
Send the next heat.
Thompson riding through into the semifinal round. Emilio Botero and František Vacek on course. Botero riding the red side this time, and he's got the advantage. 1.12 from run number 1. And he's got about that amount of differential right now in run number 2. Vacek just cannot match the precision and speed of Botero. Botero looking very strong as he rides his way into the semifinal round. It's going to be a tall order watching that riding to take down Botero today.
34, 31, 30.
So our semifinal round for the men, Luke Hune and Nathan DeVito will be our first pair. Cole Thompson and Emilio Botero will be our second pairing.
And timing is ready for the woman. Semifinals.
All right, we're ready to go with the women's semifinal round. Kennedy Widmeyer riding on red. Brioni Wakuli will ride the blue course.
Yeah. All right.
Riders getting lined up top. See anybody in the gate just yet? Here's Brioni. Standing atop the blue course, looking down into downtown Steamboat Springs. Widmeyer's there on the red side. I just can't see her. They're awaiting the starter's command. We're underway. Red course Widmeyer, blue course Wakuli. Wakuli getting the early lead on that blue side. She flew down that upper pitch to get the advantage. Wakuli's been riding really well here in these final rounds. Red side getting a little bit crazy, and down goes Widmeyer. It's been an up and down day for Kennedy. Brioni safely through, and Wakuli will take a full 1.26 second advantage into the second run. Now it's Akina Kazuka and Mika Kazuka. And here they come. Akina on red, Mika on blue. They're neck and neck. Onto the lower pitch now. It is still too close to call. Akina with maybe a slight advantage on that red course, but Mika right there on blue. Back and forth they go. Now Mika maybe's brought it back a little bit. Here they come to the finish line. It's going to be Mika by 0.04. 0.04 of a second. Mika Kazuka taking that first run over Akina. What a great race.
Pretty much. All right. To the men, we got no, it should be red. Should be red on top.
So Luke Hugh and Nathan DeVito will be our next pair. They're getting ready for their first run of the semifinal round. Today's race to the cup, parallel giant slalom, stop number U.S. stop number 2 on the Race to the Cup tour, I believe.
28 red, 34 blue. When the athletes are prepared, you may send.
I can see the riders getting ready, making their way into the gate. DeVito pulling on the start handles up there, getting ready, awaiting the starter's command. Here they come, Yoon on red, DeVito on blue.
Yes, that's correct. 31 red, 30 blue is the next pair.
Yoon yet to be tested here in the final rounds. DeVito looking to put some pressure on him, see what can happen. Yoon's been riding fast all day. Look at those clean turns on the red side. DeVito skiing a direct line, but not quite as clean as they approach the finish. And it'll cross. It's going to be Yoon, the winner by 0.81.
That's okay.
I'll switch sides and try it again. Emilio Botero, Cole Thompson, our next pair. Cole Thompson on the red course, Emilio Botero on blue. Making their way down the upper pitch into the saddle area, Botero continuing to put on a clinic. Good clean riding for Botero on the blue course. Thompson trying to keep in touch on the red side. But Botero just on fire from the very moment he pushed out of the start. Emilio Botero safely through. What a good clean run. Max differential there of 1.12 for Botero. We've got one run in the books here, the semifinals for both men and women. Women can back up top. It'll be Brioni Wakuli. Kennedy Widmeyer. We've got that Wakuli took the first run, correct?
3 blue, 9 red. I'm ready.
All right, we've got Brioni Wakuli with the full 1.26 second advantage over Widmeyer after run number 1. We'll switch sides. Wakuli will be on red. Widmeyer will be on blue. Putting a few slip runs down before these women take their all-important semifinal run. All the riders in the prize money at this point. A big thank you to Arctic Liquors, our prize money sponsor. $100 on the line in today's race.
Three ran on red the first run. 3 runs on blue the second run.
Visibility starts to become a factor here in the afternoon at Howelsen Hill. The red course side going into the shade. Blue course side staying largely in the sun. See if that plays a factor. All right, we've got the riders up there in the gate. That's Kennedy Widmeyer. On the blue side, and on the red side, Brioni Wakuli. Wakuli has the advantage. Widmeyer, another mistake up there up top. Wakuli on the red side. Smoothly, no problems down below for Wakuli. Riding smart.
9 to the big final, 3 to the small final.
So Wakuli safely on into the big final.
And 7 blue, 4 red. Send them. Battle of the Kazukas.
All right, our next pair, they're on course. Only 0.04 of a second separating the two. This is Mika and Akina Kazuka going head-to-head. Mika riding on the red course. She had the 0.04 second advantage. Akina on the blue this time. Has to make up the advantage. But Akina really riding nice. Can she take that speed she's generated through the saddle section all the way through the finish? Akina carving some nice turns, but Mika's been really clean. Here they come to the finish. Akina on the blue side. It's Akina with the advantage. Akina by 0.41 on that run, and Akina will move through into the big final. Mika will move into the small final. So we look at the standings, the small final, Kennedy Widmeyer and Mika Kazuka. The big final, Brioni Wakuli and Akina Kazuka is what we're set up for next. Now we'll look back to the men, see who's going to make it into the big final on the men's side. Hune and Nathan DeVito will be our next pair. It's Hune with the 0.81 advantage. Hune will be running on blue this time. DeVito will be running on red. Riders are on course.
Okay. You should have 31 blue, 30 red.
Hune on the blue side with a slight lead through the saddle there. So tough on the red course. Nathan DeVito running aggressively, trying to make up some time. A little bit of a bobble there on the blue side for Hune. Perhaps leaving a little bit of window for DeVito, but DeVito's got a lot of work to do to make up 0.81. Hune riding smooth down below.
And 3-4 to the small, 3-4.
No sweat for Hune as he's safely through. .90 on that run. Safely through into the big final is Hune. DeVito moves into the small final. And now our final pair in the semifinal round, Thompson, Botero. Botero took the first run by a full 1.12. Botero will be riding red this time. Cole Thompson will ride blue. Here they come. So Thompson quickly out of the gate, a good start for him. But that technical section in the middle for Botero on the red, he's done well. Thompson is even with him, but Botero just needs to keep him in sight.
Oh, Botero's he's in the lead. Botero wins.
So Botero, a veteran, savvy run. That's going to set up quite a showdown in the big final on the men's side. Emilio Botero and Luke Hune in the small final. Cole Thompson and Nathan DeVito. Two runs left. You see Mika Kazuka stretching it out up there at the start. She'll run the blue side. Kennedy Widmeyer will run the red side to get things started here in the small final.
Okay. Do you want to go small first? Is that what you got? I don't care.
Should be small.
All right. Okay. She's doing. What is she doing? What is that woman doing? She's going toy? Is she preparing her board?
short time as we await the start for our final rounds. Another look at the view from the top of the course today.
Which finish would you like first?
This is earlier this morning, looking out over downtown Steamboat Springs. Beautiful view of downtown, looking up into the Zirkles. Classic January day here at Howelsen Hill. Visibility getting a little bit flatter now, though, for this final round. That will play a factor. Just a few minutes ago, the red course was in the shade and the blue course was in the sun. Now, just the left-hand turns on the blue course remain in the sun. The rest is in the shadow. Is that perhaps a slight advantage for the rider on the blue course for the first run? Hard to tell, not much difference. So both.
Do we need to call for him on the PA or something? Okay. All right.
Both women, then both men, correct? So the order will run.
Women small, women big.
We're waiting to get the riders lined up. We'll run
I'm ready.
small final first for the women, then the big final for the women. Run number one, small final men, big final men, run number one. Before we go into run two. For all the marbles. All right, looks like the riders set up in the gates. Timing is directed to the start. We are ready to go. Our first riders are on course. This is the small final for the women. Kennedy Widmeyer on the red course and Mika Kazuka on blue. Oh, and getting a little bit too far inside is Widmeyer again on the red course. It's been giving her fits today. Allows Kazuka to move ahead. Mika Kazuka. Mika Kazuka will ride through with a full 1.26 second advantage. So now it's run number one for our big final. The race for first place, Brioni Wakuli on the red course, Akina Kazuka on the blue course. Here they come. Wakuli on red, Kazuka on blue, and they are very even through the saddle section. Oh, and getting a little bit too inside again on her heel edge. Going down is Wakuli. So again, a good start for family Kazuka. Akina safely through, 1.26 second advantage. And a big job ahead for Brioni Wakuli. She wants to walk away with the top prize. Got one more run to do it.
All right, 34-31. Ship 'em.
All right, now it's the men's turn. Small final will run first. The race for the bronze medal in third place, Nathan DeVito on the red course. Cole Thompson on blue. On course.
Yeah, DeVito
Oh, in trouble right away on the red course, getting way low, and this will be an interesting one. We've got a rider down on blue course calling for interference.
So, did anyone see that up top? Do you have any of that on video? So the rider's claiming some interference. I can't see. Did anyone see that?
Getting low on the red course, Nathan DeVito.
This rider is claiming interference on blue course. Okay?
Jury's going to take a quick look at that interference call.
Did Jeff see it? Jeff, was that interference? Course is determined.
All right. So blue course, because of the interference from red, blue course will take max differential on that 1.12 in a second run. So DeVito had interfered with Thompson there on the blue course, running a little bit low. So that means Cole Thompson will have 1.12 as they switch sides for the final run of the small final. Our next pair, Luke Hune, Emilio Botero.
Yep.
Getting ready to go in the start. It'll be Hune on red, Botero on blue. The riders are on course. Good even matchup here as they make their way through the saddle. A little different tactics, a little different terrain there, but going wide on the blue course is Botero. Hune has just been flat out perfect on that red side. And Hune on the red course is going to ride through 0.63, the advantage for Hune. What a really good run when the pressure was on. Hune was clean and solid top to bottom. Botero getting a little bit wide down there on the lower pitch. That cost him. Hune did not let him see the light of day. 0.63, the advantage for Hune into the second run.
Okay. I'm ready. I'll put the headset down for a minute. If I don't hear you, you can just whistle.
So one run left for all of these competitors. This is the run to determine it all. Race for third, it'll be Mika Kazuka and Kennedy Widmeyer. Kazuka with a 1.26 advantage going into this run. And in the race for first, it's Akina Kazuka with a 1.26 advantage over Brioni Wakuli. As they get ready to go up top, and getting ready in the gate momentarily.
Doing a really nice job for us here today. Thank you so much. Keeping the differentials and the advancers going really helps a lot with keeping the event moving. When I do the duel in Vegas.
All right, we've got our riders moving into the gate. Run number 2, the small final for the women's Race to the Cup Parallel Giant Slalom. First day of racing here at Howelsen Hill. Mika Kazuka on the red course. She's got a 1.26 second advantage. Kennedy Widmeyer on the blue.
How much does third place win?
100.
And nothing for fourth, right? Just 1, 2, 3.
No fourth, get 50.
Send them.
All right. Waiting the starters come in. I can see them pulling against the start posts up top, and they're on course. Here we go. Kazuka on red. Meyer on blue. Kazuka with the full advantage. So she's going to work just to keep Widmeyer in her sights. Keep tabs on her. Even better if you can stay ahead of her. Kazuka doing just that on the red course. Kennedy Widmeyer on the blue course now laying down some nice turns, closing it a little bit.
This is not going to be enough, is it?
But across the line they come.
No, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Third place, Kazuka.
So Kazuka will ride into third place. Meyer finishing in fourth.
7 red. Send them.
All right, Briani Wakuli and Akina Kazuka on course right now. Our final run for the women. This is the big final. This is for everything. Akina on the red course. She's got a 1.26 second advantage. Wakuli on the blue is going to need something special, and that's not going to help right there. She leans in. It goes down. Fighting. And Akina Kazuka
We'll take the
benefiting from a streak of very clean runs put down all day. Akina Kazuka is your winner today for the Race to the Cup Parallel Giant Slalom.
Right.
Brioni Wakuli will finish second.
One moment. Switching files.
We're to the men's race now. We'll start in the small final with Cole Thompson and Nathan DeVito. DeVito going a little bit low on that first run and interfering with Thompson, resulting in Thompson having a 1.12 advantage. Here they come. This time Thompson's on the red course. DeVito's on blue. DeVito's got a chance to make it interesting there. Cole's got to ride really well through this midsection. He set it up nicely. Going out a little bit wide. Now coming out a little bit behind at the midway point. DeVito's got to stretch it. Stretching it to the line. 1.12 is what it's going to take.
He's got it.
As they come across.
0.02.
And DeVito
Wins.
takes the win. 0.02 the difference. So Nathan DeVito, your bronze medalist.
1.14. The max was 1.12.
Took that run by 1.14. As close as they come. Now one more run. Down the hill, it's Luke Hune and Emilio Botero. Here they come. Botero on red, Hune on blue. Botero on that blue course has got, Botero on red has got some work to do. Hune on blue with a 0.63 advantage. Hune now in cruise control as Botero goes out. And it's going to be Luke Hune, your Race to the Cup winner today.
Thanks.
Botero will take second. That wraps up the first day of racing here, parallel giant slalom for Race to the Cup at Howelsen Hill. Congratulations to all the riders. We will have awards in about 15 minutes out on the patio in front of the lodge. Awards in about 15 minutes. We will meet you down there. Congratulations to all the riders. And a thank you to our Steamboat Winter Sports Club Gold Level support partners one more time. The City of Steamboat Springs, Cloud9 Integrated Systems, Colorado Event Rentals, Conroy Moving and Storage, Native Excavating, Slifer Smith and Frampton, Smart Wool, Steamboat Radio, Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, Twin Enviro Apex Waste Solutions, UC Health, and SBNY. Thank you to our gold level support partners.
Yep, we are all good.
Excellent.
Thanks for tuning in and watching today's race. We'll be back tomorrow with more parallel giant slalom race action for Race to the Cup here at Howelsen Hill. We'll